Alright, let's continue this horrible save, where I've murdered the entire town. Unintentionally. Where is my... I have the chat up. Okay. Oh no, hope it didn't freeze. Okay.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks.
Oh yeah, this part.
Over there! There's one of them burning!
Okay, let's see if I remember how to play this. Okay, so that's dodge. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1. Okay, so that does that. Okay, go away. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh. That was a waste. Oh yeah, I have to just chop them with this weapon to actually cover blood. Whoa, 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 I'm gonna die. Can't see. There you are. Jeez, how many are there? Yeah, I'm probably gonna die this first time because I don't know what I'm doing right now. Wasn't expecting a battle as soon as I started up. Completely forgot where I left off. Alright. Ready for him this time. Kinda. We got 2, 4 stuns, I think.
Human
2 is that attack, 3 is stealth.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Bloody monster!
Can he see me? Ow. Jeez. Burnt. It's aggravated damage, so I can't heal it. Ow. How it works, okay. You die, please. Thank you. Can I jump this? No. I can go over it.
It's hey! Filthy fucking beast!
Hey, you need to die. You move. Shielding. Wait, how many men does he have? I thought there were only 2. This guy.
Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! It's down! Finish it!
Not down. What? Are you lying to me? So I'm guessing killing these guys doesn't really do anything. Doesn't seem to. Ow! Get off of me. Oh. You can still see me? I thought I was, like, hidden. That's an... What the heck did I just do? Can I heal, please? Jeez! Those guns. Speaking of guns.
Burn it, boys!
Ow. That was fail. Okay, so I can easily dodge them, but the freaking guy with the shotgun, he's the problem. If I can avoid him, I'll be good. Okay. Should be good now. As long as he doesn't shoot me. Out time. Whoa, what the heck? Thought I killed them all. Okay. That's annoying. Get out of here. How do I get out of here? Looks to be a dead end. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. What are we doing? Going through here? Yes. Oh, these things. Now I've got the unfortunate news of this person's death to relay.
If only I were young again. Just when I get back, Oliver really pissed me off.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
So many deaths. What of my own life?
A lot of new stuff here. Remember this stuff being here before.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okay. So go inform her right there. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right, she's outside. Doo-doo-doo. Oh.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo.
Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
Hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Oh, wow.
Excuse my fault.
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
A vampire?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and
Are you?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word.
So we...
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Scowl?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed it?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why does Dr. Swansea...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate...
And no...
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Alright.
See you again.
Noise.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. It's locked. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
Oh god.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit, it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Oh wow. So my sister is dead. No items in here. Makes me sad. Alright, let me see what I can make. Don't think I could make anything.
It's locked.
Oh yeah, I can. I want to have an instant. A couple late ones. As well. They don't have enough. Wait, what? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So I need brisk blood sample. I need handle part. And tiny common handle part. Oh, can I have both? Oh, it says or. But yeah, there's only one active. Okay. So let me see if the weapon dealer has any.
I cannot enter. Good evening, Mr. L.
Evening.
How close?
Wait for...
Aren't you afraid?
She's quite armed.
You...
In her mad...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Right, so there's one more.
The pain.
But I think I've unlocked them as far as I can.
Good evening, Miss.
I need blood.
Tell me. I'll leave you. I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like to see...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Oh, thanks for the subscription. Common handle part, that's what I need. And a common tiny handle part, yes. Ooh. I don't have enough. Let's sell some stuff. Wait, how do I sell?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like to...
Wise choice.
Oh. Okay, these stay. Alright. I could probably sell some of the weapons too. Oh, I need 2 more. Well, that's a bummer. Let's go back to the workbench. I can only upgrade my gun, which I don't even use. I'm wondering if it's even... there's even a point to it. What? Not a watch. Okay. How do I change my skill? Alright. Oh, it can evolve if I rest. Do I want to do that? Let's attend the ceremony and then I'll rest.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer.
Wait. Oh, it's there. They're stronger than me too. I gotta be careful.
Bloody leech!
Okay, 2. What? He didn't hit him. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Okay.
He's dead!
I have to do this whole battle again. It's like the same setup as that battle.
Let's see how he likes a bit of... Fuck his boss!
Oh! About time. Okay. That's the other safe house, isn't it? Oh no, there's something else. What is it? Hello? The money. Box of pills. The fact that I can just teleport everywhere. Pretty awesome.
Over there!
Uh-oh. Stupid. Let me stay behind this until I heal up. Wait, did that even stop the bullet?
Stop it, let
Okay, give me the item. Oh, you didn't drop anything? That sucks. Alright.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Isn't he the one that killed her, though? I think that's how the game started. Pretty sure it was this where he killed. Whoa! The teleporter. Ah. Ooh, I think that's what we needed for one of the potions. Alright, where exactly is this happening? Also, who's at the funeral? Because it looks like everybody should be dead.
Reveal myself to my mother now. I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
So why was he hiding? It's not like it's obvious he's a vampire.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must. You
may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Anything here to loot? Jeez, they're so much higher level than I am. It's not terrible, but annoying. Okay. Well then. Let us see. Oh. Oh, that was the healing one. Whoops. Wait, do I have the stamina one equipped? No, I have light heal. Oh, that's right, I didn't make a stamina one. Oh well. Come on. You guys are pests. He teleported out of it. Forget he can do the same thing I can. Some of it. Uh-oh. Wait, that didn't work. My potion. It failed me. Let's try that again. I'm wondering though if I should just run through. Oh. Hello.
Step away, sir. Stupid beast!
Thought I could teleport through him, but no. You would think so. Let me give you the indicator like it does on the other guy. Come on.
Bloody monster! You just need killing.
No. T. Nothing? Really?
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Dang, he's huge.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Okay.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Did I change my weapons around? How do I switch?
Best run along home, sir.
Best turn around if I were you.
Best be moving on. God walks with me.
Oh!
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
He is a tough one. Thought I could suck their blood while I was fighting.
Crawl back to the hell that spawned you!
Ooh, whoa, whoa. Ow.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Missed. Oh, I almost beat him. So close. Too close. So he can suck away my stamina. That's about all he can do. Other than, you know, smack me with a cane. Oh, which direction's fast? Oh, he's shooting me too. Crap. Oh shoot.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Over there!
Hey.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse.
Oh,
Dear
no.
Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Get them weapons ready!
What?
He's too fucking fast!
Dang right and fast. Alright, so we need to head back. I have to go quite a long way. That's not what I was trying to do.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
What?
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Whoa! Jesus! How many are there? A lot. Let me get out of here. Too much going on. Too much.
Somebody help!
Oh boy. Sanity. I want to help her though.
What do you want? Somebody help!
I'm gonna die. T. Shit. 2.
What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want?
Me and him.
Somebody help!
That was rough.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
What? I can't. Healthy? I don't have enough to mesmerize her either.
Carnage. This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
What did she do?
It's locked, all right. Shouldn't you go...
Maybe later.
Shouldn't you go back?
Create the treatment for migraine, I forget.
Where you'll be safe.
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband.
Okay. Oh. Stronger. I gotta be careful. Oh crap! I thought I was just out of range. Oh, that didn't do anything. up if I was actually looking at my end. Shit. Okay, wait for it. What the heck? Somehow he blocked my attack. Dodge the other one. Oh, whoop.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I did not mean to do that. That rat just happened to walk in front of my cursor. Alrighty. Head back. Is she still standing there?
It's locked, all right.
Oh no. Run. At least for the moment. Okay. Doesn't seem to be working anymore. Just happened. That's not cool. Testing. Well, for some reason, it switched to the other mic. My power disconnected. Testing. Yeah, now I can't select the other mic. What is going on? Oh. Yeah, it's not even showing it on the list anymore. don't know. Oh well. Just continue playing with this microphone. And die.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Thank you, come again. Okay, heading back now. You see me?
This is no place for you, sir. Are you stupid?
Yes. Clearly so. How is he still alive? Got like half a frickin' point of health left. Jeez.
This is despicable.
Oh.
It's locked, all right.
Right, let's go talk to Edgar.
Please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedience.
Wait, what?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening,
Goodbye, nurse.
Died. Like a pool of blood.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
What can you...
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss...
I don't know.
Did you see...
I think I saw a silhouette.
Right,
goodbye.
Nothing else.
Call me if you need assistance.
Why am I running into a wall?
Jonathan.
Your kindness.
Is there anything you No, Jonathan.
Are we then condemned?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
But what if I was close to someone?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining...
Ooh.
Are we condemned to attend?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan.
I don't know what to expect.
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation.
As a practice...
We are no longer a part of the circle of life.
Goodbye, my...
If there's anything I...
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Hey, what else we got? what? That's it? Thought there would be more of a trail.
If there's any...
Goodbye, Miley. Good evening.
Good evening,
Goodbye, Naz.
Alright, I need to talk to this guy.
Good evening, Doc. Wise choice.
Alright, I've got enough for some potions. Some medication. Let's head upstairs. Get that.
You are a coward blinded by fear. You've betrayed. God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well.
I know this place means something.
You need to know you can
I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you really?
Rest assured.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard...
Very well.
Okay.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
That rhymed, sir. Alright, who else do I need stuff for? Anemia. Headache. Fatigue. So I don't have anything for migraine yet. Before I go and do this, I really need to sleep. That's a lot. Oh, what happened? Still got a headache.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off this time. Hey, Doc.
What can you
all on the...
You're lucky to be...
This place...
Consider yourself...
Don't play the innocent with me.
I'll leave you.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off this time.
Hello again, Mr.
I'm eternally...
Why do you...
It's complicated.
Can you speak?
Rats, sir.
You are always...
I'm not giving up on Brick.
Perhaps he needs to...
Could you speak to him?
What can you tell...
War was...
Did you know Oswald?
No.
I fought...
Yeah.
He's healthy.
You are...
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital.
Perhaps he needs...
Could you speak to him?
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears. With fingers. Lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself. Hello,
Miss Oswald?
Thatcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Nice.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive. Just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Oh.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sword, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Oh.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Alright, so I need the hint. Here.
Good evening. Do you need medical?
Don't get me wrong, sir.
I don't have him treated for that yet.
I will see you. Goodbye, Mr.
Okay. Ow. Whoa. Thought I could do that.
It's on to us! I'm kidding! Let's see how it likes a bit of fire! Shit! Lost it!
What? Oh my...
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
What?
Eat this! Bloody leech!
I'm gonna find out.
Oh.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you...
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Shorthampton well.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Hey.
Do you need medical help, sir?
I feel fine.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
You again.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
You again. What do you want?
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Goodbye. Good evening, miss.
Who are you?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by...
I'm not here to collect...
Miss Edwina Cox.
I'm looking for...
The sad saint?
Yes, he was.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must...
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my Wet Boot Boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
What can you tell?
You can't trust anyone around.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Really?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
What can you...
I'm a business...
Gang member...
If you're...
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Can I see what...
As long as you have money.
Great. She's got common handle parts. Okay. Be all we need. I think I can upgrade my stuff now.
Mark my word.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs to catch him.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady. Good evening, sir.
And what do you define as a stranger?
My name is Ichabod Throg...
A vampire hunter?
I know what you're thinking.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes.
Are you asking me to pay?
If you wouldn't mind.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
He could be a problem.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Maybe at least you can...
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Oh.
Goodbye.
So few clients.
Are they stupid or...
Good evening, Tom. Good. You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're...
Thank you for your hot...
I'm still Tom Watts.
What can you tell me?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people...
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure.
How is it you can keep...
Well, since everybody needs a drink...
Since I'm...
Well, perhaps, Doctor.
How could a physician help?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you...
Doctors aren't immune.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get...
You're something...
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Well, something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Tom?
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pep.
I believe he returned to his...
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean...
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin.
Oh, I got both hints.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm all right.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize...
Don't take it personal.
Yes.
I'm Dyson DeLay.
Inebriation.
Yes.
Take this, then.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist, and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Yay!
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing?
Why are you...
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No
Let me tell...
Another... I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about...
People don't appreciate that line of question.
You look concerned, miss.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid.
If you're uncertain about your safety here... The docks might not be...
I've got responsibilities.
This place seems... How shall I put it?
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory, then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Okay. Let's see.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Good evening, Miss...
Doc!
Goodbye.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true. Otherwise...
I have this thirst for blood.
That was not what I meant to do.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fuck.
Sometime.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like...
Any chance...
The sad saint.
Actually...
Really? Well, go ask someone else.
Do you require...
That's something.
Okay, so I need a treatment for a cold.
I will... Goodbye, Mr.
I think I can make that. So let's head this way. Where'd he go?
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that...
Well, I won't.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about...
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Treat him.
So long, Rufus.
Wait, where did my... There it is.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true.
Good evening, Mr. Fish.
Yeah.
Do you require... I don't know which...
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr.
Do you need help?
A real doctor care.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Right.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Do you know a man?
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
So long, Rufus. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worried. So you have questions?
Yes.
Forgive my rudeness at the door.
Mrs. Fishburne.
I am fine for now, least in body.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is life?
Life has always been hard in the East.
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know, but it's most likely linked to the gangs if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the Sad Saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne.
Okay. Take a break. Pick this up later.